In a quiet garden behind a small wooden house, where daisies nodded in the breeze and ladybugs danced on green leaves, lived a little snail named Milo. Milo was small, even for a snail. He had a smooth, swirled shell the color of warm honey, tiny curious eyes that stretched on gentle stalks, and a soft silver trail that shimmered behind him wherever he went. Milo moved slowly, very slowly, and he knew it. Every morning, Milo watched the other garden creatures begin their day. The butterflies fluttered past like floating petals. The birds hopped and flew from fence to tree. Even the ants marched quickly in long, busy lines. Milo sighed. "I wish I could go faster," he whispered. One sunny morning, a soft voice echoed through the garden. It was Luma the ladybug, landing gently on a leaf. "Milo," she said, "today is the great garden journey. Everyone is traveling to the old apple tree at the far end of the garden." Milo's eyes widened. The apple tree was very far past the tall grass, around the stone path, and over the small hill near the pond. "That's really far," Milo said softly. "You don't have to rush," Luma smiled. "Just do your best." The journey began. The rabbit hopped ahead, laughing. The squirrel raced along the fence. The ants marched together, singing a tiny song. Milo started last. He stretched forward, inch by inch, feeling the cool earth beneath him. The sun warmed his shell as he moved, slowly, steadily. After a while, the garden grew quiet. Everyone else was far ahead. Milo stopped. "What's the point?" he thought. "I'll never make it." Just then, a shadow passed over him. A cloud covered the sun, and the ground grew cool. A breeze rustled the grass, and Milo felt very small. But then he noticed something. Right beside him, a tiny seed was pushing through the soil. It was moving slowly too, but it hadn't stopped. Milo felt a warm feeling in his chest. "Okay," he said gently. "I'll keep going." He moved past the tall grass, where dewdrops clung like jewels. He crossed the stone path, carefully navigating around pebbles that felt like mountains to him. When he reached the small hill, his body felt tired, and his shell felt heavy. Halfway up, Milo slipped. He slid back down, landing softly but feeling sad. Tears filled his tiny eyes. "I tried," he whispered. "I really tried." A deep, calm voice spoke from above. It was Oliver the old tortoise, resting nearby. "Trying once is brave," Oliver said. "Trying again is perseverance." Milo took a deep breath. He rested, then he tried again. Slowly, carefully, he climbed the hill. This time, he made it to the top. From there, he could see the apple tree in the distance, glowing golden in the afternoon light. When Milo finally reached the tree, the sun was beginning to set. The garden creatures were already there, sharing apples and stories. The rabbit gasped, "You made it!" The squirrel smiled. "You never gave up." Luma fluttered down beside him. "We were waiting for you." Milo felt something new, something bright. Pride. "I didn't get here fast," Milo said. "But I got here," Oliver nodded. That's how strong journeys are made. As the stars began to twinkle above the garden, Milo curled up beneath the apple tree, his shell glowing softly in the moonlight. He realized something important. Going slowly didn't mean going nowhere. Resting didn't mean quitting. And perseverance meant believing that every small step mattered. And from that day on, whenever Milo felt behind or tired, he remembered the journey and he kept going. Good night, little ones. Remember, slow steps can still take you somewhere wonderful.